Hi all. Alright, this is your 19.3 judging video. Check out the other video, that's the tips and tricks as well. First off, on your score sheet, there's a lot of stuff there. Make sure you read it, know the movement standards before. There's tie breaks that you have to note down. You have to note down after the step-ups are complete and after the handstand push-ups are complete. Make sure you write down the time in the notes section, on the lower part of the score sheet, and the bottom part of the score sheet that goes to the athlete. Make sure you fill it out in full, your full name as per the games. I don't put Jim Putnam, I put James Putnam so people can find me. Much better. Okay, so the lunges are the first movement. It's a 10-minute time cap. The clock will count up, right? Your athlete must start, if it's RX, overhead. I don't care if the elbow's straight, but must start with hips and knees fully extended, toes behind the line. As he moves forward, the knee must touch the ground, and he must come up to full extension of the knees and hips with the dumbbell overhead. Right? He can keep moving. He must pass the line for it to count as a good rep. His knee must touch. He does not have to touch the foot at the top. He can just like go on through, that's fine, as long as knees and hips fully extended. All right? If he's coming through, he gets a little bit wobbly, but he comes back up and doesn't touch his head or doesn't come below his head, that's okay. All right? No reps would be if he touches his head or something else on the way down and he fixes it. No rep would be if he touches it with his hand. He should have gone lighter. No rep would be if his knee doesn't touch. If at any time he gets a no rep, must go back to the last completed section. That might be all the way back here, depending on where their feet landed. All right? Their heels must pass the line. If it's scaled, it's front rack, they can either go here or here. Either way, it doesn't matter. All right? We don't care too much. The athletes, when they pass the section, or if they pass a section, they can change weights, but like if I'm going down the middle of the room and I get here and I change weights, I have to go back. Okay? After that, you've got the step-ups going over. So step-ups is kind of similar. We're going to advise people to go off the corner. Anywhere the dumbbell can go, we recommend here, but as long as the dumbbell's not resting on the thigh, as long as they're not resting a hand on the leg to help them up, they step up, full extension to the top, all the way down. So both feet on top, both feet on the bottom, that's all we care about. Okay? Dumbbell can be anywhere, pretty much. Both hands, one hand, as long as it's not resting on their thigh. All right, 24 for men, 20 for ladies, same thing for scale. As you get to the handstand push-ups, we'll come over here. Easier standard, much easier standard to follow than we have in the past couple of years. The palms must be inside the box. The way we have the box marked is the inside line, so here is okay, here is not okay, if you can see that. So, athlete, these are strict, must start at full extension, must touch the head at the bottom, must come up to full extension without getting any kick out of the hips or legs. We need to see the heels touch, nothing else touch the wall, bottom and top. Beautiful, all right? If it's scaled, the head is just higher, same stuff in terms of range of motion standards. All right, after that, we get to the handstand walk and or the bear crawl. Handstand walk, they must start with both hands behind the line, just like the walking lunge. If they do something like this, that's a no rep. They must start with both hands before the line, the feet kick up, and then they go for it. They can do a moving kick up, but they have to have both hands behind. If it's a bear crawl, the hips must stay above the head. If at any time the hips go below the head, no rep, go back. Boom. It'll be a 10-minute time cap. When it beeps, it beeps. Last thing, fill out the tie breaks. Tie breaks after the step-ups, tie breaks after the handstand push-ups. Fill everything out in full, Brigitte.
Jim, are you tired of getting all these messages late on a Sunday, Monday night?
I'm very sick of getting messages. Write it down. Write down the tie breaks. I had no less than 5 people messaging me last week saying they didn't know their tie break.
Or their judge.
Or their judge. Thank you.